Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Great to have you back. Today we are going to talk about ChatGPT license management. ChatGPT is now widely used across streams like engineering, marketing, sales and support and HR. But while adoption has been fast, managing and governing ChatGPT license haven't kept pace. Many IT and procurement teams still struggle to answer simple questions. Who actually needs a paid ChatGPT license? Which license are actively used versus idle? And what happens to ChatGPT access when employees change roles or leave? Without clear visibility, organizations often end up over licensed, overspending, and exposed to governance and security risks. At CloudEagle, this is exactly what we help teams solve. We give IT, procurement, and security teams real time visibility into ChatGPT usage, along with automation and managing license and offboarding proactively. Today's session is very practical. Joel will walk you through a live demo and show how CloudEagle helps identify unused ChatGPT licenses, right size plans, automate offboarding, and stay ahead of renewals. With that, I'll hand it over to Joel to take us through the demo.
Hey everyone, let's look at how to manage ChatGPT licenses with CloudEagle. It's a pretty straightforward process. CloudEagle is intuitive to work with, and it has a single dashboard to manage all your licenses. It doesn't matter if you have a free license, a pro, or a premium, or enterprise licenses. All the licenses can be managed, tracked, and managed, and even optimized within the single dashboard. So for this to happen, you must have to configure a few settings, starting with heading to the admin panel and make sure that your internal systems are connected to CloudEagle. So by SSO integrations will give you all the login level details and finance systems. By integrating with your Coupa Workday, this will give you how much you have spent, each user has spent on ChatGPT. And through HRIS integrations, you will get to see how many users are utilizing, and all the user level data will be available on CloudEagle. But for you to really optimize ChatGPT licenses, you need individual usage level data, how each users are utilizing it, what type of activity they are performing, and for that you have to integrate with directly integrate with ChatGPT, and CloudEagle allows that. Through direct integrations, you'll be able to see what kind of activity each user is performing, the type of activity, activity time, activity date, and everything. The individual down to individual feature level insights you'll be getting. This will help you during renewals how much your team has actually utilized ChatGPT, and through that you can efficiently either upgrade your licenses or downgrade your licenses to a lower tier and optimize your spend. So now let's head to our application dashboard. So here, let me look for ChatGPT. Yeah. So the first dashboard that you'll be seeing is a licenses dashboard, and here you'll get to see how much licenses we have purchased, what are the individual license type, and here we only have plus license, and we have how many users have been provisioned to each licenses, and how many users are there with activity and without activity, and what's the usage period. We can change this usage period based on the type of number of days, right? And right away you'll be seeing what's the usage data, and you can also see the potential savings as well. And once you scroll down, you'll be seeing the users, how many users are utilizing ChatGPT, how many users have been provisioned, and when they were provisioned, and what type of licenses they were provisioned to, like pro, free, or plus, and everything. And so if you want to look at department level data but in a graph, you can also you'll be able to see a graphical representation of how each department is using ChatGPT. Right, and another interesting aspect of Cloud Eagle license management is the AI recommendations. And once we click it, this will analyze what all the type of licenses that you have, how much each department have been assigned to, and how many licenses are there with activity and without activity. And it will also show you all the optimization recommendations as well. So you don't have to really navigate the platform and pick your brains on how to optimize your licenses, and all of these insights will be provided readily by CloudEagle's AI recommendations. So now we can also look at once we click on manage licenses here, you'll get a even more detailed data on the license type brought, and the license type that are provisioned to each user, and from where is this licenses being sourced from, where is this data being sourced from. So for this, it's being sourced from the direct integrations, and then you'll be able to see what all the activity type have been performed, and down to individual usage level data. um, and then yeah, and so if you think that the usage is low, if a user is not utilizing the license properly, you can just mark them, alright, and then you can directly deprovision these users from the licenses, and this will trigger a deprovisioning workflow. And I'll quickly show you how this deprovisioning workflow actually works. Right. So this is how you can easily manage your ChatGPT licenses. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're using a free version or a pro or premium or enterprise. All of these data will be populated here once you sync your internal systems or your direct integrations, and you'll be able to see all the like provision users, what's the unit price for each license, and what's the total cost, and what's the potential savings. The potential saving is kind of calculated by how much users are there without activity, and by either by harvesting these unused licenses or downgrading these licenses to lower tier, what's the saving that you will get. So that's your potential savings. Right. So like I said, let's now head to the deprovisioning workflow. So let's say some of your users are not utilizing it, you can directly deprovision them, or you can also head to your we can head to access management and then auto deprovisioning. And here we have our license harvesting workflow. So here, let's say we create a rule, we add ChatGPT here, and we set a criteria. So let's say if a user has no activity in the past 30, 60 or 90 days or 120 or even 180 days, and then when do we want to schedule execute these rule. So we do it once a month, that is the first Sunday. And how it will work is, so let's say a user is not using the platform for 30 days, and once the rule is being executed, so if the user hasn't used the platform in 30 days, they'll be sent an email, something like this: your ChatGPT license may go away soon, so you haven't logged into the past 30 days. So if the user wants to keep the account, they can just click keep the account, or let's say the user hasn't responded to this email, and within 3 days the user will be directly deprovisioned, and the license will be harvested. So once we enable automatically deprovision user, and the user will be automatically deprovisioned from the license, and you will have one extra license. So this license you can either you can assign it to a new user, or during renewals, you can analyze your usage data, and you can downgrade the license to a lower tier. So this is just for one user, right? So here we can see there are like 14 users without activity. Usually this number will be on the higher end. So you can downgrade all of these licenses to a lower tier, and you can save thousands of dollars on ChatGPT. So that's not just, so CloudEagle doesn't just show you how to manage your licenses, how to track your licenses. It will also help you take optimization actions, so that you can save on your spend. So this is how straightforward and easy it is to manage ChatGPT licenses with CloudEagle.
Thank you, Joel. That was a great walkthrough. I want to take a couple of minutes to tie everything together. What you just saw isn't only about managing ChatGPT licenses more effectively, it is about changing how teams think about AI governance overall. Instead of relying on assumptions, manual tracking, or last minute renewal reviews, CloudEagle shows you what is actually happening with ChatGPT across your organization. You can clearly see which ChatGPT licenses are actively used, which users are underutilizing it or not using license at all, where premium plans can be right sized or downgraded, and where access can be removed automatically during employee offboarding. Another area where teams can see immediate value is contract and renewal visibility. CloudEagle pulls key information together related to ChatGPT subscriptions into one place. Renewal dates, license counts, plan details, and spend insights are centralized so nothing slips through the cracks. This is how teams uncover hidden AI spend they didn't even realize was there, and it is how many of our customers have saved significant cost by cleaning up licenses, standardized AI access, and making renewal decisions backed up by real usage data. The bigger picture here is scale. Most mid-sized and enterprise companies are now managing dozens of AI tools alongside of hundreds of SaaS applications. ChatGPT is one of the AI first tools adopted and one of the easiest to lose control over. Managing this manually just doesn't scale. CloudEagle helps companies stay ahead of the bringing visibility, control, and automation into one centralized platform. If ChatGPT is coming up for renewal, if you suspect you're over licensed, or if AI license and access management is still largely manual today, we'd be happy to show you that what it looks like in our own environment. Thank you.